Welcome to the Zachelor Women Tell All. We've got a lot of previous people joining us right now. It's so epic. But first, the queen of the audience, Sarah Left, has come. She will be doing a quick rundown of everything that's happened. So, Sarah,
Yes.
talk to us.
All right. There's going to be some tea spilled tonight, so that's all I'm going to say. All right. So my overall thoughts on the season. I actually have never seen The Bachelor before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I was, a little confused. I was like, "Wait, what's happening?" But I thought the season was really good. I think all the contestants, the batch committee picked really good contestants, so props for that. And I laughed, I cried, I had all the feelings. And a show that can make me have all these feelings is a good one in my eyes. So that's how I feel.
So, give us an audience perspective on some of the big topics this season.
Okay. Sorry if you want
to.
Of course, the big topic was the drama between Tisha, Sarah, and Georgia. Of course, that was a big topic that I definitely have my own opinions on as well, but we will save that for a little bit later. That was a big topic. Of course, Sohila's secret boyfriend that she had was a big topic. Everyone was like, "There's a man there. Don't play it off like we saw someone." I think that's mainly it for the big topics, really.
You don't think that Chad falling asleep and not waking up?
That's definitely
that was a pretty big one.
That was I'm actually gonna grill Chad on that.
Yeah, so. For those who don't know, we're still waiting for Chad to join last episode, and then you just didn't, so kind of makeshift took that over, and that's how that went.
Yeah.
So one of the big questions a lot of audience wanted to go over was what are the zodiac signs everyone has? How does everyone kind of vibe? Everyone wants to pitch in, just start tossing out some signs.
I'm a Leo, and I think I'm very much a Leo.
I'm an Aquarius.
Is anyone else a Cancer?
I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn. Wait, who else is a Capricorn?
Me.
Oh my goodness. I love that for us.
I'm an Aries.
Hey, Buck, what are you?
Let me start off by saying that yes, I was born on a day during a month, so I do have a star sign. That being said, it's Aquarius. I don't know what that means, and I don't care what it means, but yeah, that's my star sign.
Libra gang.
What are you, Bill?
I said Libra.
Very nice.
No? All right. Like you, I don't know how that works. Contestants, how do you feel when you read through the comments on the live streams every week?
They're interesting. They're definitely funny.
My favorite thing.
I really enjoy the commentary and how people react to everything in real time is really fun to watch. Especially if you're sitting in the waiting room and then you can see everyone's comments scrolling. It's really funny.
You ever just kind of sit there and they're wow, they're supporting someone that they totally shouldn't support. They should be choosing me right now.
Never.
I got my stand.
Like I said, sister wives.
It's true. Have any of you made some really good new friends during this show opportunity?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who have you become friends with?
I love my girl Sarah. We went through a lot.
Tisha.
Love my girl
Ride
Lucy.
or die.
I love Tisha with my whole heart. Okay,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Chad, who have you become friends with?
I loved all of them.
Chad, who have you become friends with, sir? Yeah, you.
I mean, everyone's so nice. Everybody's so awesome. I feel like I become friends with everybody, and of course, our wonderful production team. Some of which we kind of picked up along the way. Shout out to the IT guy. He came in.
Someone's got their phone ringing. You might want to relax that. That Tisha,
That phone. I love meeting that phone.
that wasn't you. I don't know who that was. All right,
It was
Sarah.
me, sorry.
Oh, come on, Sarah. I have that you have a few questions for me. Can you go ahead and
Yes.
ask those? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, you're a man of many hats. So, why don't you just talk about how many hats you actually have and how you pick the hat to wear for each episode?
Well, I kind of just like sit down. Like I always come late usually to the meetings. Like the minute they're supposed to be starting, I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be on right now.
How dare you?
And then, oh, all right, kid who like missed an entire episode, calm the hell down. Anyways, what happens is I look at the clock and it's time. I gotta hop on, and then I just kind of think like, man, what hat am I wearing right now? Some weeks I grab my perm, whatever you call it. Some weeks I get my bucket hat. Some I get the frat hat, and then I felt like a cowboy like 2 weeks ago, so I grabbed the cowboy hat.
Big fan of cowboy hat down here in Texas. Big fan.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I never really like try to plan this out in advance. It's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment, how I can rock it that night.
Okay, awesome. This is also kind of an audience question, but are you secretly the Zachelor?
I would assume I'm not. God seems to think so.
Yeah, you are.
The whole audience seems to think so it's not just Chad.
Well, that's kind of sad if that's the case. I mean, I haven't really been like hitting on mad girls, Kind of thought I'd be like the Love Island host and like try to flirt with all the girls, but that hasn't really been the case,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that. I guess people can interpret it the way they want to. Full send ahead. Yeah.
And then would you consider being the Zachelor in future seasons?
I mean, if there's a high desire for me and there's a lot of certified beauties up there, then like I'm totally up for it.
Okay. So how do you feel about having to share Chad with our Zachelorette or whoever wins the show?
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but me and Chad recently broke up. And it was pretty ugly. We got in a really big fight. Things just weren't working out. We weren't happy with one another, and it's time for him to move on. He needs a better guy.
All right,
or girl.
Thanks. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I got Will and Riley anyway, so.
Well, whoever shares him with them, then have fun with that.
All right, so I'm gonna take that you're fine with sharing the attention. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then my final question for you, Billy, is how did you make the decision to send home my girl Tisha and Maddie in hometowns?
It was a really tough decision. When I was doing all like the interviews last week to get to know everyone's like personality, both of them did a phenomenal job, just as equal as Georgia and Lucy did. It's like I really couldn't pick it off that. I guess at the end of the day, it ended up coming down to like who I felt like had the best on one date with Chad prior to that. Because in reality, like all four of them, when I kind of ran the episode, all did great. So it was a really difficult decision. I strictly pretty much just went off of one-on-one dates at that point. Whoever seemed to have like the best two, which in my opinion, it was Lucy and Georgia.
Well, in my opinion, I thought the pain and sip was spot on, but each their own.
Hey, I know how my ex-boyfriend operates,
Okay. And then that's my last question for you, Billy.
Hey, who's a friend here? We got a new friend coming in. Get her in. No, don't push her away. Get her in. Let's go. On the camera. Who's that? Take him off mute. We're going to have her say hi.
Back.
Who is that?
Oh, you're going to save the surprise for later.
Oh, okay. We'll save it for later.
For later, yes. We don't want to ruin
fine.
this.
Yeah, you got a big seg coming up later. All right, sorry. Take it away.
I do. It's always
right.
a good time.
Oh, it's going to be hype.
So this is for all contestants, so whoever wants to chime in. But how was your overall experience on the show? Like, what would you say your pros and cons were with being a contestant on the show?
Can I go?
Now for me, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You. I'll wait.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For me, the big con was just having to like look presentable because I've been living like a slob for the last 2 months. So it sucks because like when I was just watching it, I was watching it in my PJs. I didn't have to change or like look like I'm not homeless. But honestly, all the pros outweigh that because easily the best part was just getting to do Zoom calls and like snap group calls with all of the girls before each episode and like feeling like we definitely formed a little friend group.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'd agree completely with Erin. I think one of the cons definitely was having to get all dialed up. This took 2 hours, this whole thing right now. I'm actually blinding myself with my light. So that's been a con. And then I think the biggest con for me was seeing all my friends leave every week, seeing every week someone had to go, and it was never easy. We never wanted to see anyone go. But again, like the biggest pro I would say was meeting all these girls, getting to be on this is amazing.
Okay, I don't know if anyone else wants to chime in on that.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with Sarah and Erin. Like the girls on the show have been so much fun, and it's also really cool to see how we're all like stuck in this weird lockdown quarantine in different parts of the country, and just kind of connecting over that and being on Zoom. And I absolutely love our contestant Snapchat group. It always brings a smile to my face because y'all are really incredible, and I'm so glad that I have my lovely pandemic friends through this show.
Okay. I think that's it for all contestants, unless anyone else disagrees or wants to input.
Move her on.
All right. I'm now gonna move on to Tisha and Sarah, because I got some questions for you two. All right. So let's talk about the drama that happened. I don't want to say that production staged it because I don't believe that. I think it was truly like, Billy's looking at me like you're wrong, but
No, you're right.
okay, yeah, I don't think production staged it. This was totally like out of the blue, but kind of tell me your take on it. Like, obviously, Sarah, I really felt for you because you were visibly upset, and I just felt so bad for you. And Tisha, of course, because you're my girl, you know that. So kind of just tell me like your take on the situation.
Yeah, I don't think it was staged. But as Georgia said, like it's a competition, so I didn't take it to heart. But at the same time, you gotta fight back, and you gotta show that you're not like you can't be run over. And so obviously I put in my effort to, make that video. And because Sarah went home like before she was able to really redeem herself, I was like, okay, this is not only for me, this is for my girl Sarah. So like that was basically my, thoughts about it. Like don't hold a grudge against people usually. So I just thought it was interesting, and like, yeah, that was it.
So yeah, from my perspective, I was definitely really surprised because I had no idea that it was Georgia who brought up the screenshot until I think 2 days later or maybe a day later. I had no idea it was her. And I was really surprised because Georgia and I haven't really had a conversation. So for her to say that she knew my intentions, I just thought that was interesting. It was kind of funny. But like Tisha said, Georgia did say this is a competition, so I got to hand it to her. I don't think I could ever have done that, but I think it did make things interesting. And I really have no grudge against Georgia. I think that she's a lovely girl, and I don't know, I really like her. So there's no beef here.
Okay, good to know. I was gonna actually ask if you all like made up and are cool and all that, but it seems like you are, so that's good.
Can I chime in? Yeah, no.
Go ahead, Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, I never really meant to hurt anyone's feelings. It was just like competition is competition, and you gotta play what you gotta play. But I love everyone. There's Tisa and Sarah, there's amazing people, so no harm against them at all.
Okay, good to know. All right. So that's basically it for Tisha and Sarah. Thank you. All right, Aaron, you are up. Okay, so my question for you is honestly, like you just are a ball of energy and positivity all the time. And even when you got eliminated, like in the comments, you were like hyping everyone up and being super supportive. So like how do you stay so positive even after being eliminated from the show?
Oh, well, that's so sweet. So thank you. I don't know. For me, it was never like super serious, like, I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so it was a good distraction. And honestly, like, just meeting this group of girls was honestly the best part of it. So even if I like got eliminated, it was still like a great experience, and I still got to like make so many good friends. And honestly, I did not expect to make it as far as I did, especially when I saw who my competition was, because they're all stunning and geniuses. So like I was really surprised to make it that far. So either way, it was like I was going to go out on a high note. I'd rather support them than like be salty about it.
Also, you looked awesome in that bucket hat, if I'm just saying.
Thank
So
you. I have it.
Yes.
Yes, Aaron.
Yes. We love our rat queen, as the comments say.
That was mentioned once. I don't understand.
Just take it, Aaron. Just take it.
I
All
almost
right.
brought them out in their dresses, but
I would have loved to see that actually, but it's okay. All right. Well, thank you, Aaron. Now, on to the man of the hour, Chad. All right. You're about to be roasted, so sorry, not sorry.
Let's go.
All right. So, man, how do you just sleep through an entire episode? Like, how does that happen?
So let me. So I don't want to. I don't want to make excuses. There's no excuse, no matter what. But let me just run you through a game plan of my week that week. It was a lot of staying up, waiting for episodes. A lot of prep work I had to do. I had up to that point, I had in the past 3 days 10 hours of sleep total. I figured I'd get a quick nap in. I fell asleep around, I believe it was 5 o'clock, fully expecting to wake up on time. I set an alarm and everything. I set an alarm for 8 o'clock, and then I set one for 8:30. I woke up at 11 o'clock with a vibrating alarm, no music playing. So that blew my mind. I was like, this is a whole new thing for me. Thank you, Apple. But at the end of the day, you really can't make excuses, like, especially for something, like this, where like I had everybody like waiting for me, and it's basically, it was incredibly rude for me not to be there. It was definitely one of the more embarrassing moments of my life to just completely skip out on that. So I'm very sorry, especially to like the girls who are at the episode. That's super rude of me. Like I said, there's just no excuse. But yeah, I slept through it. It was really dumb, and that's really all I got. I don't have an excuse. There's no good thing to say at the situation. It is what it is.
All right. Well, thank you for your honesty. Okay, so Megan O isn't here, but you had a one-on-one date with her to, I believe it was Disney World.
Yep.
And Billy decided to kind of crash that date with his little, I'm assuming, roommate buddies. So how do you feel about that?
So, I always like when Billy adds his input and everything. I mean, he just adds a little flair to every situation. That being said, during that specific episode, I would say, so he's housemates with two of my brothers. I taught them both in Pledge Education, actually, and one of them's my little. He's my child. He's my second born, and yeah, I mean, they took it way too overboard, to say the very least. It was a little out there. I get, this is a show, and obviously, like, we're doing a Zoom bachelor, like nobody's getting proposed to at the end of this. Like, it's not that like serious. It's not crazy. But at the end of the day, like, you have to take it you do have to take it somewhat seriously. Like there is an air of like don't be an asshole, and we kind of crossed the line. Like it was definitely a wild experience. It was definitely a lot for Megan to handle. Having her, kind of leave the show after that. We can't really blame her. But yeah, no, that was definitely a crazy time. 10 out of 10 would not do that again. Would definitely handle it. I think for the future, we kind of told them. I was like, I had to sit my son down, put him in timeout, and be like, listen, like, no more, not happening anymore.
Yeah, I had to make a rule in my house that was nobody gets blackout drunk when I have to film the Zachelor, you know. And I also had to film in my own room because that wouldn't stop them from getting blackouts. I do every night. So I kind of like locked the door because we didn't want any repeats of that incident happening. And the difference between me and them is like I can get to that level, but I can be under control. You know, hold my maturity. Some of the other boys, you know, they can't hold it together. It's kind of like let loose on Chad's date, you know, and it wasn't cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
All right, this is an audience question for you, Chad. Or yeah, so actually it came from Polly. Polly told me to ask you, so I'm gonna ask it. Is it hard to be distant cousins with the Zachelor and constantly being mistaken as the Zachelor?
So if people don't know, I became social chair of this digital fraternity, and which I don't really know what that entails yet, to be perfectly honest. But I got like put as one. So every time I enter a group chat, people are like, "Oh my God, is it the Zapper?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a distant cousin. I have the same name. I look just like him. It's a little more good looking, and that's kind of just the line I've been rolling with. So that's like the inside joke. And how does it feel to be the distant cousin? It feels great, you know. I'm almost famous, almost internet famous for like 100 people. So yeah, it's great. I love it.
All right, and then last question for you, Chad. Do you think Billy really had your best interest in mind and chose the right people from the hometowns episode?
So this is a really good question, because especially just with how things went down, like there's always gonna be that question of like, would it have gone differently if I was there, and that kind of stuff. And I watched the whole episode. I watched that episode a lot more than I watched the other episodes. Like I watched that episode a couple times. I watched that episode more than a couple times, and to be honest, like I think the bulk of what was the deciding factor, like Billy was saying, for that episode was the hometown dates. And I like he put a lot of emphasis on that, which I'm happy he did, because that's how I would have done it. And after every episode, right, and after every time we film something, me and Billy talk like for a very long time. We kind of go over like how we felt about everything, how we felt about each date, how we felt about all the things that happened. So yeah, I mean that kind of stuff. Definitely a big question mark. But I think at the end of the day, when I look at the episode and how everything went and how all the dates went, that's exactly how it would have gone, I think, if I had been in the episode. And I know that's, like I said, like it's a hard thing to say when I wasn't there, but just like I said, like for me, I go a lot off of what the dates were like. That's kind of what that's kind of what I base everything off of. So at the end of the day, like yes, it sucked I wasn't there. And especially for Maddie and Tisha, like it's really just not fair that I wasn't there. It's messed up that I wasn't there. But at the end of the day, I do think that's probably how it would have went. So at least that's a a good part to come out of it at the very least, is that that's probably how things would have went anyway.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna add in a question, kind of both to Billy and Chad. But when Billy was deciding, there was some tea being spilled by our lovely co-president Jasmine, on if Billy is truly your best friend.
So I mean, listen, me and Billy, we've known each other since freshman year of high school. We just can't get away from each other. I tried to leave him. I tried to go to Florida for a couple semesters there, and I just couldn't resist coming back to see him again. We joined the same. He rushed the fraternity I was gonna join the semester before me. I rushed after him. We were almost big and little. It would have been so cute, but it didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, we really are like me and Billy when the semester's going on and like school's going on, we see each other for dinner or for just going to the bar or whatever at least 3 times a week. So like, yeah, I mean, I think for friends I see on a regular basis, he's at the top. I mean, I see him all the time. We hang out all the time. So you're like, yeah.
Fun fact, senior year of high school, Chad said there's no way he's gonna go to URI. And I said, yes, you are. Well, he ended up, this is like repetitive. I always said, you're gonna go to URI, you're gonna go to URI. He ends up committing to Florida State, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, I ain't going to URI. 1 semester later, he's at URI. What happened?
2 semesters later. I went summer and fall.
Summer doesn't count.
Listen, I hate URI with a passion. I can't escape it. Resistance is futile. I am a captive of the state. Frankly, I had an internship this summer in Boston. I was psyched. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. It's canceled. I'm stuck here for even longer than I thought. So I really, at this rate, I feel like I have a full-time offer after graduate, which is great in Boston. I feel like I'm gonna get fired like before I even go. I really feel like I can't escape here. I think I'm just stuck forever, and that's my life now. So just a constant state of trying to escape these 40 miles up and down.
Is Rhode Island actually an island?
No.
That was another audience debate.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the people on the screen, but I do have one question for the production team. I don't know who wants to answer, but Jasmine also wanted to know, and some other people in the audience wanted to know, why does this exist?
I love that question. I want to hear what production has to say about that.
Kenzie, Will, where you at?
I was gonna have you answer this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So Billy had the idea, and he selected a great group of ladies to really run with it, and that
With the
just
help
kind
of some other
expanded.
ladies. Shout out to them. I'm not going to take all the credit.
And that just expanded into something that it is today.
I thought this was a joke. They asked me to do it, and they were like, "You want to do the Zachelor?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, fuck it, like I'll do it, whatever." And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a total joke. And they had a form up like in an hour, and I was like, "Oh wow."
Also, what else are we gonna do? We have nothing else to do.
No, literally.
Fair point.
Holly speaks the truth.
Yeah.
If I get too into why, I'm gonna have to ask myself, why do I have 6 tabs open on my computer trying to run this thing right now? And like, that's just not a rabbit hole I want to go down.
Alrighty, well, fan MVP Sarah, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Sarah.
Thank you all. You all did great. You all are beautiful.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Love you.
I don't know if I leave or if I get kicked out.
Dip.
Okay, bye.
Still kicked in anyone. All right, so, well, I'll start off with the question. So my first person I'm going to interrogate right now is Sohaila.
Hello.
Tell us about this mystery man. What's going on there?
It's complicated, as everything always is. So I'm gonna just be like completely honest with everyone. The mystery person beside me in that one date or whatever it was literally was my sister. Like, not even gonna lie. It literally was my sister in a white hoodie, and everyone was like freaking out about her being a man and blah 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 blah. Like, literally just my sister. I don't know what the big deal was. Um, and then I just like saw how aggressive like everyone got about the whole drama about commenting on other people on that other page or whatever. And I was like, I just don't need that drama in my life. And I was talking to another boy at that time. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you gotta test drive all the cars. So I was like talking to another boy at the time. But that's like not the reason I left. I just left because I just was like afraid of getting too involved into the drama, and like I just saw how like into it all the other girls were, and I just like wanted to give them more of a chance. So
So we actually have a video compilation of all the times that this person appeared on the screen, and we're gonna play that.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Oh my god.
What?
So we're gonna move on to the next contestant. Thank you, Zachelor.
I'll leave you on that.
It was
for all of you.
Great.
I don't know.
No one's talking about her and this man that's just randomly. Who is this man in the background?
Why are you trying to change the topic?
Whoa, yeah.
I was
I just really want to know.
There's a time and a place.
They were like, "Who is this man? Who is this man?" And I was like, "Are you guys calling me a man?"
No,
Rude. I don't know.
Kayla, we were talking about Billy's.
Calling you a man. That was not what we were talking about. Huh?
So Haley, who is it? Who is it? Someone's there. We knew this. Oh, she did.
I'd like you all to meet my boyfriend.
That's beautiful. I love
Dude,
that.
that's the biggest plot twist of the century right there. Holy smokes.
You guys wouldn't have a show, so you should be glad we're here.
Honestly, this is like a huge moment for us.
This is
Billy,
a
where's my paycheck? I want to be
Nobody's
Well,
getting paid. We don't have the budget for that.
Actually, I invested in this show and they told me I'd be making a big return, but it was a scam. They're not going to pay me for this. Kind of effed up, but be
But
like
now
that, I guess.
plot
pretty
twist.
entrepreneurial, if you ask me. I think we need some merch.
All right.
Yeah, like,
Why is everyone so uncomfortable?
it's because I don't actually have a boyfriend and you're my boyfriend.
Lighten the mood. The Zachelor. Everyone get pumped.
Oh yeah, everyone get fired
Shout
up.
out your fighting your woman.
We need some of the fire right here. Wait, so what's her name?
What's your name?
Billy Bob.
Daria.
Daria.
Billy Bob Daria. Are you going to be on the next season to replace Oela?
I think I'm a little young.
Oh my god, no, we should do it together. You know how like the twins show up or whatever? Like sisters go in it together? We should do it.
Yeah, we'd really spice it up. You know?
We would spice it.
Dude, that would be so hype.
Like double the trouble. Y'all don't even know it's coming for you.
We need that energy.
Where's Georgia? Is she gone?
She's taking a
What's
bath.
Georgia doing?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia stirred up a lot of drama this season.
Oh,
there
Hi.
she is.
I'm just got to North Carolina, so I've been like in and out of getting stuff out of my car.
How did you get there? Corona. How'd you get there?
I drove.
Wow.
Not all of them live in Canada like we do.
Are you
Daria.
having some trouble there? What you drinking? Gotta learn how to throw them shots back, sweetie.
And you can.
Do you have any questions? What's going on?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions for my boyfriend?
Anybody? Someone ask questions.
Chad?
Oh my gosh, come on.
I don't have any questions, but this
Oh,
energy,
someone asked how old you are.
10 out of 10. Love it. I want to see you both on the next show. 10
You're
out
an
of
icon.
Guess how old I am.
How old are you?
17.
I'm 16.
I was just about to say
Oh, you're a baby. Oh,
So young. Oh my gosh.
I still had life in my eyes at your age. That's gone.
Okay, you can bring it back, sweetie. Don't worry.
You got it.
We'll
You
see.
can bounce back.
It's all in your head. You know, if you believe that you can bring it back, you can. Don't let
Dude, I think
anybody
we
tell
found
you
this.
different.
Dude, we found the
for
host right there of our
energy.
next series.
Billy, you better watch your back. Okay, I'm
Yo,
coming for
you're
your
the
job.
host. You're the Bachelorette host.
Co-host. We'll co-host.
Is
You
there
know
any
what?
other
I'd love to
questions?
see it.
Featuring Billy.
I need this. All right, I gotta move on. I'm on a time schedule here.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry to take your spotlight back away from you, but
It's okay.
I'm really
Okay.
happy you had the opportunity to really speak up for yourself and make an appearance.
you know, in this day and age, you got to speak up for yourself. So it's
Big time. All right. So, Megan F,
Hello.
how have you been?
I've been good. I mean, watching every episode, lots of fun. Love seeing all the drama.
So, got
Oh.
something to show? Production kind of is popping in there. What's going on here?
Oh.
This week on the Zachelor. "20 women compete for Chad's heart." With your host, myself, Billy, and our wonderful producers and IT team.
Next, we have Megan F. Megan F. is 19 and attends the University of California in Los Angeles. Her ideal date includes Zoom, coffee, and maybe a movie because we're in quarantine.
Next, we have Megan F.
All right, Megan, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I don't think so. And my question for you is, what's your favorite number and why?
Favorite number? Probably 7. I know it's like such a basic answer, but I just like 7. It's just a good number.
Favorite food is pesto. My favorite number is 19 after my favorite baseball player, or on my sorority social chair.
I feel like your favorite food isn't pesto.
Nope, it's lasagna.
Very cool. I love lasagna.
Dude, that was deep.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting a video. I didn't think I was important enough, so.
Hey, everybody's important, you know? 2020. So what are your thoughts on the show since you've been eliminated, viewing it?
I mean, I love watching it, seeing all of the comments. It's just hilarious, and all of the drama. And I like being able to just sit in my pajamas watching and not have to do my makeup.
Mm-hmm. So for your time that you were on the show, how'd you feel about it?
It was a good time. I mean, I was only on one episode, so I don't have much.
Did you have any strategy going in when you asked what his favorite number was and why?
No strategy whatsoever. I just picked the first question that came to mind.
All right. And do you still keep up with or in contact with any of the girls?
I mean, I watch all of Maddie's TikToks. I think they're all great. So shout out to her.
Maddie, your TikToks must be fire. Big time. All right. Thank you, Megan. So we next segment's gonna be Will Nye, the IT guy, and Riley. Take it away.
Cool. Before we start, we've got a video for Willu commemorating his awesome term as our as a premier video guy.
We don't have a video, but we have his theme song if y'all are ready.
Will, this is for you.
Will do the IT guy. Will. Will do the IT guy. Will.
Recorded that not even 30 minutes ago. Love you, my guy. Oh, you got it.
Absolute legendary. But so Will, of course, you're the big guy behind the cameras and behind all the video editing that you've done for us this season. And we were sort of wondering what your take on all the drama that's happened is. What it's looked like when you've had to edit it 20 times to make sure the episodes are compact. What that's felt like on your end. On that note, of course, we'd never ask you to pull a Billy and pick people for Chad. But we were wondering from a production standpoint who your favorite and least favorite contestants were in terms of who does the best with their screen time, who really makes the editing shine on your end.
Least It was supposed to end. It was only supposed to be do 20 minutes, but then we never got cut off.
No, you're shooting the shit for so long.
I'm so sorry, Will.
Awesome. And of course, your memes have been a crowd favorite. 2 shots of vodka will never be forgotten. And we were wondering if we can expect to see any memes in the season finale. Beat me to the punch, damn.
So well timed. So well timed.
Okay, on that note, we're going to move on to our next segment, Lounging with Lauren and Yukta, and it appears we've got a video for that.
Hi guys, it's Lauren. I'm just back here with a quick update. So, since my appearance on the show, I really haven't been doing that much, so I'm done with my finals and classes and stuff. It did go pretty rough, but hey, at least I survived. And this show has kind of inspired me to be more active in like various online and social communities, more so than I would have been in person. And because like one thing I really regretted with the show was that I was quiet not only on stream but off stream as well. So I only really got to know one other contestant, and yeah, so I kind of wished I got to know more people, so I got involved in like, you know, other communities and stuff, and actually started to take a liking in live streaming since my awkward first appearance on the show. So actually right before today's episode, I was going to be streaming on Twitch, so I'll definitely have a word of how that went on the show. And yeah, I thought this was a really cool experience, and I'm glad that I got to take part of it, and I'll see you guys on stream.
You're probably wondering why I'm wearing a crown, and it's because I can be your queen. 3 languages. I've been to 5 countries, and lastly, I used to play the violin.
You haven't been to 5 countries?
Yeah, I have not. I wish I have, but I'm definitely not.
Basketball?
Dribbling?
Yes. Oh,
Oh? Swimming?
Breaststroke.
Breaststroke?
Yes. Oh, I don't know how to do this one.
Just.
I'm gonna skip it. Okay.
Knee. Soccer. Knee. Soccer ball. Kicking. Kicker.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Ballet. Dance. Speed skate. Oh, ice skating.
Yes.
Figure skating.
Figure skating. Yeah, figure skating. Those are push-ups.
So with that, we had a couple questions for you guys, Lauren and Yukta. Our first thing is that we were wondering what your general thoughts were on the show as a contestant, as an audience member. What are your big takeaways?
I really liked being both a contestant and an audience member. There's definitely like pros and cons to both, as other people said, but it definitely was more relaxing to kind of watch the show than be in it. Like I didn't really have to like prepare or like dress up or anything. I could just like tune in when I could.
Yeah, I do have to agree with Lauren. It was fun, like that one episode that I got to watch. But like it was also fun like doing this. It gave me something to look forward to. And it's kind of like an endless cycle of days recently. So that was nice.
On the note of something to look forward to, when you look back, what will be your most memorable moment from the show, either as an audience member or a contestant?
I'm gonna have to go with wearing the cat ears
it was kind of a stupid move, but it was hilarious. So I don't know, I'm just gonna remember like wearing the cat ears on Zoom because it was so ridiculous.
For me, I guess like just getting to know everyone. Like this was like something I've never really done in my life before. So like it was just like a fun experience to be a part of and to meet all these new people during quarantine.
That's great to hear. That's all that we have for you folks. Our next segment is something that's been already discussed pretty heavily over the last few weeks. Our fans from all over the globe are calling it hashtag ScreenshotGate. Holly, could you roll the clip?
All the New England states.
All right.
Yeah,
Finish what you're saying.
Oh wait, I have like one more thing to say. I have like one more thing to say.
I'll let it slide since you're the last.
Okay, thanks. So I know that we did not have a lot of time to talk this week, but I just wanted to let you know that I am here for the right reasons. Unlike, so there are some girls that just aren't here for the right reasons, and I thought that you should know that.
Okay.
So I was on Facebook and I was going through the thing and I saw some posts about, I'll just send it to you. Okay. Like let me just send it to you in the chat. There's people not here for the right, there's people that are not here for you. And I just wanted to let you know that I am here for you.
All right. Well, thank you.
I can send you the screenshot if it will let me. It is not letting me.
Do it. So you can stay in this chat. We're going to be taking a break. Chad is going to have a few minutes to decide who he wants to take into the next week. He'll be able to pick 8 people. So I believe 5 will be eliminated. But you still have time. Send whatever you want to send to him. We'll have a little bit of drama and stirring the pot on the show.
Do you know how I can send it in the chat? It's not.
Hi.
Here, maybe I can share my screen and show
Are we
it to
back?
you.
Oh my god, wait, I have to hang
Oh,
up.
screen sharing has been disabled.
Make her the co-host.
Hi.
Good to see y'all again.
I love
Chad's gone.
the right reasons thing. I died.
Do you know?
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh,
yikes.
What?
Sarah and Tisha, you got some explaining to do. What's going on here?
What's happening?
What?
You guys are getting exposed.
We're getting I just wanted to support my girl.
Sarah. In my defense, I think I was saying like yes as in that's like a really good idea that someone's doing that, because to be honest, I was like, why don't we have a Love Island one? Like that could be really fun.
But I think I remember this post. Wasn't it like asking people to be a part of it? Like to be part of Love Island?
I remember seeing that post, yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been, but I don't know, guys.
There was definitely someone asking if people want to be on Love Island.
As far as I'm concerned, I didn't do anything extra for this. My priority is this show, and that's exactly where my mind is.
Yes, you just said that it would honestly be a dream to be in 2 dating shows with Tisha.
Yeah, like do dating shows with your friends. Like,
right. Why is that a dream? Why do you want to be on 2 dating shows? Isn't Chad
I don't want to be on 2.
Yeah.
I think it was just that I know more about Love Island, so in the heat of the moment, I was so excited. I just saw Love Island, so I said yes to it, but I didn't really do anything else besides
I mean,
that.
I understand your excitement. I'm just really all about Chad.
Well, I'm saying it'd be a dream to be on another show with Tisha. Who wouldn't want to be on another show with Tisha?
But like,
I mean, I think you should do that. You can be with Chad, and you can go be on Love Island.
Show?
But think about it. You have to have backups in life, right? Because one of us gonna get here. Like it's only one of us. So I'm a positive thinker and I move beyond. I
think you guys should go be on Love Island and I will be with Chad. I think that's a good plan.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Period. There we go.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm so nervous for this rose ceremony.
If you all knew before, why are you just bringing it up now?
I didn't.
So that's like my main
I
question.
had no idea.
You could have like pulled me aside, but no. So why is this all of a sudden you guys are all coming at Tisha and I? That's the real question. Acting like we're all friends.
I supported all of you, and honestly, I feel like I've been slapped in the face right now. Like I thought this was women to woman. Like we support each other.
No, I personally fully support both of you guys going and being on Love Island.
I support it too.
And then I will go be
as
with
well.
Chad. I think that's
you
a
guys
great
just need
plan.
Ben and Jerry's right now. Let me tell you. It makes all the feels better.
Yeah, everyone just like needs a bowl of ice cream right now to be chill.
My pint of ice cream really quick.
Support my girl, Sarah. I was just like, I didn't care about. I've never seen Love Island in my life.
Hey, you already have a rose.
Right reason.
For all of you.
So sexy.
I don't know.
No one's talking about her and this man that's just randomly. Who is this man in the background?
Why are you trying to change the topic, Tisha?
Whoa, yeah.
I was wondering.
I just really want to know.
There's a time and a place, and this
They
is
were
not
like,
the
who's
time and the
this
place.
man? Who's this man? And I was like, who is this?
Are you guys calling me a man? This is a little,
No,
rude. I don't know how I feel about that.
Kayla, we were talking about Billy's.
Calling you a man. That was not what we were talking
topic.
about.
Huh?
Wait, you're talking about my shirt?
Someone else
My shirt? This guy?
Oh my god, that picture.
If you know, you know.
You know.
Oh, I know.
Well,
If you don't know, don't ask.
Confused, guys. I don't know.
Don't be confused.
So I've seen bar fights. I've watched WWE since I was little, but I've never seen a showdown as crazy as that. Most of you were there, and a couple of you have been quiet in this call. So, Lucy, I was kind of wondering what your thoughts were when this went down. You made a power grab saying this can just be me and Chad. Y'all can all go to Love Island. Run us through your thought process.
In this particular moment, I was just thinking like, this is completely whack. I didn't realize that it was Georgia that had put it up. I came back into the Zoom and it was just on the screen, and I was just like, I don't even know what this is referring to. And then everyone started fighting, and then I was kind of like, you know what? This is okay. Y'all can go fight over there, and I'm just gonna walk this way to Chad. So it just seemed like a good moment to bring some light to the situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Aaron, you've also been similarly kind of quiet on this end. We were wondering what your thoughts were.
On that, I didn't know what to do, so I just took a shot and tried to keep the peace.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Tisha, brilliant defense. Best I've seen since Mankind threw Undertaker off Hell in a Cell in 1998. How did you come to such a rapid defense? And of course, you sort of went on the attack after. Run us through what that was like, being on the receiving end of that, then coming back.
So basically, I don't know. I took video in high school, so I was like, if we're all making clips out here, if we're all, putting up some screenshots, I can get to work. And I'm just the type of person where I'm like really nice, really quiet, but like if you cross me, that's an issue. So I was like, okay, like being that it's not real. So I was like, okay, let's like, obviously I don't feel super bad because it's a competition, but like it's my name. So I had to go in, I had to put in that work and make sure people knew the truth. And so it was really awkward, like sending a message to the guy that sent the post and being like, hey, can you just let people know I didn't actually sign up? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, cool. Okay, that's great. Thanks. Thanks for your support. And then I just made the video instead. Like I was just going to show a screenshot of him being like, oh no, you weren't a part of it. But he was like, because of safety and like privacy, I can't do that. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to make a video to like really show the point. So,
and finally, Georgia, I'm sure dropping the screenshot, then TJ coming back, going far as attacking your residency, whether or not you're really from Georgia, I'm sure that felt like walking on a landmine. What was your reaction when you first saw the screenshot, when you had to drop the news, and then when you had to defend the idea that you're actually from Georgia? What was that like?
Okay, well, first of all, again, it's a competition. So when I saw that I had the opportunity to basically use the tools at hand, I said, we're going to do it. I'm here to win. I my mom didn't raise any losers in this house. So I was like, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. It was really just more like, I know what I have to do to win, and this is what I'm going to do. No one's going to stop me. Then I thought the video was, at first I kind of thought it was hilarious. Because I am from Georgia. I lived there for 15 years of my life. Like, I went through K through 12. So like, the only reason that I'm not in Georgia now is because, well, my dad got a promotion when I was in college. And so like, I've technically only been in Mississippi for 3 months, but like, I'm still like, I graduated high school there, went to elementary school there, went to middle school there, went to I did all the things. I was in all the stuff, so I am from there. It's not like, and yes, I don't go to school there. I go to school in North Carolina, but like, that just makes me an out-of-state student, There's a lot of people who go places they're not from. Like, I mean, yes, I went to UGA, but I didn't go there. But that doesn't make me not any less than from the state of Georgia. I actually still have a Georgia license plate. I actually do. I mean, a Georgia driver's license.
Touching commentary.
Every single girl in here, we're going to have production share a little something that was sent their way.
Hello, so this is Tisha. I'm coming to you from a cut. No makeup, no fancy cute outfits, no nothing, just like the real me. Drama came up last week, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about now.
Oh wait, I have one more thing to say. Okay, thanks. So I know that we don't have a lot of time to talk this week, but I just wanted to let you know that I am here for the right reasons. Unlike there's some girls that just aren't here for the right reasons. I thought that you should know that. Okay. So I was on Facebook and I was going through the thing, and I saw some posts about. I'll just send it to you. Okay, I'll just send it to you in the chat there.
So then at this point, Georgia shows this screenshot. So she blurred the context of the actual post. I'm going to show you what the post said now. So Sarah and I both saw the post at around 2:15 p.m. I looked through the edit history for that post. 2 hours before we saw it, they added an interest form for those that really wanted to join. I knew that I didn't join. I'm pretty sure that Sarah didn't actually join either, so I wanted to clear her name. So I reached out to the guy that made the form and asked them to just confirm that we didn't sign up. Unfortunately, because of privacy issues, he wasn't able to confirm. The question is, would I reach out if I was actually guilty? No. So I knew that I didn't sign up, and I just wanted everyone to see confirmation. However, he wanted to stay out of this, which is understandable, which is why I had to block out their name, but anyone can basically reach out if they really wanted to and check to make sure it was real.
Scenery, and I hope that showed you the truth and the context of what really happened. I'm just really trying to clear Sarah and I's names since, this week may be my last week. But even beyond that, Georgia's a mock trial kid, and I totally get it. I'm on mock trial too. But using tricks like this and some other tricks, which I'm going to point out in a second, to try and win Chad's heart, just doesn't sit right with me. Like, she says her name is Georgia from Georgia. She's not even in Georgia right now. She came in this first episode with a thick Southern accent, which I'm going to point out, that I don't think is real. And I can do too. Like, obviously, I can just switch pretty easily into my Georgian accent if I really wanted to, but I wanted Chad to see me for my heart, not for, superficial things. And so I hope this convinces you to keep me another week, and if not, I hope I was able to clear my name.
I'm Georgia from Georgia, and yes, it's true when I say I'm a real peach. Oh wait, I have one more thing to say. I have one more thing to say. Oh wait, I have one more thing to say.
All right.
So hi.
A little discussion about that. Chad, would you like to make any comments about that?
Would I?
Yeah.
It was certainly eye-opening. I'm confused why that production value was higher than ours. But I mean, that was wow.
May I comment? May I go off?
You can
go off.
What you want. Do what you want, girl. I have a fair fight. I let you talk.
So about the whole thing, halfway through my freshman year of college, my dad got a new job, and that relocated me to Mississippi. However, I lived there for literally 11 years. Like, you can search. I live in Dalton, Georgia, but I'm in Mississippi right now because my parents moved, and so I'm still Georgia from Georgia because I'm from there, but I'm in Zachelor right now. Shout out to all my Mississippi peeps. The accent, so that is more or less when I first meet people, I always have a thicker accent because, well, it's true, I do want to see myself more prim and proper, but when I get more comfortable with people, it does tend to fall off. It does tend to go from more thick to less. It is. You can ask any of my friends. It does happen. I talk to people differently when I get more comfortable with them, and it's more or less I just go into my chill vibe, and I don't have to seem so ready. It's about an image. Yes, at first, but when I get more comfortable with someone, my accent does change.
screenshot leaves for deliberation. I promised the audience that we would take one really popular funny question and take it out here. Our top comment was, please have Georgia and Tisha have a Southern accent competition. Please say the most Southern sentence you can say. One sentence.
Do it.
Georgia, if you'd like to go first. You can take a few seconds to think.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a sentence. Honey, I just want you to know that I've always been real sweet on you, and I want to keep being sweet on you through the rest of this competition.
All right, thank you. Tisha, take it away.
Bless her heart. She doesn't even know what's coming for her. Like, everything she's had since the beginning is a lie. And I wish the best for her going on, but this is where the line's going to end.
Damn.
So Maddie, y'all were both on that call. Maddie, you had your popcorn. You were laughing away. Who had the better Southern accent? What were your thoughts when Tisha dropped the video?
I mean, I'm not very good at picking up accents, so I don't feel like I have any place to say.
Okay, I do have an opinion. I think Georgia's accent was really good, but I feel like it was over exaggerated. Like if I was to do a Southern accent, that's what it would sound like because I'm not Southern. But Tisha's accent, I feel like it was very subtle. So you could tell that she was like very Georgian. Is that a phrase, Georgian? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Understandable. Were
so
y'all surprised when this came? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We're receiving word that Sohaila can do the best Southern accent, so I'm kind of.
Oh, honey, you don't even know what's coming for you.
Hello there, sweet sugar.
I'm Georgia. That's a real plot twist.
Georgia don't even know it, but we're from Georgia.
Dude, it's already over. Like, you guys both lost this competition. They won.
Billy, please.
Take a big bite out of me. That's how sweet I am, honey.
Billy, take another swig of your pink whiskey. It's time to get this party started.
Pink whiskey. Okay.
Or is it Whitney?
Whitney.
I don't know. Okay, well,
there we go.
I hope you enjoyed that.
That was beautiful.
Georgia,
That was
don't
beautiful.
lie about your location. Not cute, not fun.
Dude, this is some next level energy.
Woo! Yeah, you guys should all come to Canada.
Take a shot right now. Let's go.
I went to Canada for one weekend when I was 19. We drove like 7 hours to go to Windsor.
Good job, Erin. Don't go to Windsor.
Because you can drink at 19 in Ontario.
Yeah, baby.
That's literally why we did it.
Well, clearly we're still working on this.
It went down the wrong hole.
Hey, bunches, calm down. We're just getting started.
Yeah, like come to Toronto. We'll show you around. We'll have a good time.
It's always lit.
All right.
Yeah, so what's your next question, Billy? Come on.
Well, I'll take it back over. So this one's for Sarah. Your second person chatty.
All right. The second person I'd like to give a rose to. Once again, I thought just feel like there's a lot of chemistry. I feel like it went really well. We had a good convo. Anna, would you like to take a rose?
Yes, I would.
All right.
So, Sarah, what was going through your head at this point?
At that point when Chad gave the rose to Anna,
Yeah.
I was really happy for my friend because we started this journey together. I was so excited to see her go ahead. Should I spill the tea now or should I wait?
Go for it. I've heard of any tea.
During that, the whole after the screenshot gate or whatever it's called, I didn't feel threatened by Georgia, which is why I was so surprised that she was the one that brought it up, because she was really quiet during it. She didn't really say anything, or at least I didn't hear her say anything. There was one person who I felt attacked by, and I don't think I need to name them. It was the person who I was so excited they got a rose, because she was my friend at the end of the day, and I valued our friendship over whatever mean things she said to me maybe 2 minutes before, and I think that it hurt even worse after I hung up.
Interesting. Can you talk a little bit about your self-elimination, and like anything you want to like say to Chadwick during that?
Right. So the self-elimination, it was not easy to do. I was given a really great opportunity to come back, win Chad's heart, show him I was there for the right reasons all along. And I guess at the end of the day, I just felt that Chad and I weren't ever going to work. Being back was really nice. I did enjoy him coming to visit me in Hawaii. But seeing all these girls, like my fellow girls who were there, I could just see that they really were in it for him, like 100%, and that they really not loved him. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. They were really there for him, and they really wanted to win. And not that I never wanted to win, but I just had some other questions going through my head throughout the week being back. First being, I actually want to know, Chad, why did you bring me back in the first place?
Well, I thought, when I made the decisions I made with the roses, I thought I kind of was just going off my gut. I wasn't really thinking things through. I kind of just went with the flow. And then kind of after hearing, especially like what Tisha was saying and her video and her defense and everything, I just felt like it wasn't fair to let you leave like that. And I thought you should be able to speak your piece and kind of, have your your moment to shine, because I just didn't think it was fair how things ended. And frankly, I don't think you were treated right on the show. I thought you were definitely like attacked way too hard, to say the very least. And this show isn't supposed to be about that. Like at the end of the day, we should all be friends and we should all be like, you know, happy to have met each other and everything. And I know you guys have the Snapchat group and everything, and that's awesome. And like I think like that's just a testament to how good of friends we all are. Like on as on the show, like as contestants and everything. Just like I don't know. I felt like you definitely deserve to have your piece and say a lot more.
So I really appreciate you saying that. I did wonder why I was brought back. It's just nice to hear that. But that did play a part in why I did decide to self-eliminate. You said that you brought me back because you did feel that it wasn't fair the way things went down, and that I wasn't really given a chance to say my piece and really defend myself. But at the end of the day, if that really wasn't the main reason, like if it wasn't that big of a deal, you still let me go in the first place. And that still matters. And you didn't have to pick me, you didn't have to bring me back. And I know that it's not saying that you didn't respect me, but at the end of the day, there's a reason you let me go in the first place. And for that reason, I felt that I should step back. If I wasn't meant to go home, I wouldn't have gone home, but I did. And that's why I really felt that I needed to give some other girl a chance, and it was best for me to step back. And I'm glad I can finally say it to you.
I totally understand that, and I get it. It sucks how everything went down. I wish it did go down different, and like who knows, how things would have ended up. But yeah, no, I appreciate the fact that you came back. Like seriously, like, and going to Hawaii, everything was awesome. That was a great date, to say the very least. So much fun. I was very nervous, but I had a great time. And no, yeah, I mean, it like I said, it does suck that things went the way they did. But at the end of the day, I am glad you at least got to come back, and we at least tried again.
And I am very grateful for the opportunity that I was able to come back. I really am. Like, I just want to stress that I know that I did self-eliminate, but it was really hard to do that. I felt that if I didn't, I would potentially take a spot away from someone who really did deserve it more, because I did have these apprehensions, and I felt that if I did, I shouldn't continue and act like everything was fine and then go on to the final two. I just didn't think it was right. So for that reason, I just had a lot more respect for my girls.
This is a little out of order, but I do want to share Sarah's coming back video because she did it. She put it together and it looks amazing. So give me 1 second.
Anna, would you like to take a rose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Convo. Anna, would you like to take a rose?
Yes. Yeah.
Convo. It's me.
Sorry, I don't know where the video went, so we'll just go without it.
It was just a highlight reel if
Yeah.
you're one-on-one and then you self-eliminating to nice music.
All right, so I kind of wanted to ask one other question. Maddie, what is that you're drinking there?
This is a mojito. My dad just randomly decided to bring it to me. Didn't ask for it, but I appreciate it. It's way too strong, but that's okay.
Can you get your dad in the room? Like, he kind of peeked in and like handed it to you, but I kind of want to like talk to him and get his like input on life, you know?
You want me to get him up here?
Yeah, that guy seemed kind of hype, you know? I wanted to talk to him, get a little fired up.
He bought you a drink without you asking.
We want to meet Maddie's dad.
My dad could
Yeah,
never
we need to meet him.
pours himself beers and leaves me to get my own.
Dude, this is so fun. Let's get Maddie's dad to take a shot.
Yes.
My parents just silently judge me.
Aaron, what are you drinking?
I'm back
Is that a
with
smoothie?
fruits right now. Yes. All the liquid in it is alcohol.
Chug it. Like a pina colada type?
No, we pour here. It's banana.
That's fine. You know, whatever
I
works.
drank this in the first episode and all the comments were like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Bad though. Like you can't really taste it. You just sort of like feel it.
Wait, so is it just like bananas and alcohol?
It's bananas, yogurt, and a lot of vodka.
Okay, here's my dad.
Maddie's dad, what's up?
Hi, Maddie's dad.
Hi.
Maddie's dad.
You're an icon.
We love
Thank you for bringing Maddie a drink.
Thank you.
She's looking very thirsty.
You can make me a mojito anytime.
Legend.
I had a mojito earlier today. Pretty
You're the best.
exquisite.
All right, word. So we're gonna move on to the two remaining contestants, Lucy and Georgia.
Oh my god, Lucy's good.
I don't want to like step on the toes of IT. Do you have a video to play, or can I just like kind of go on and do my own thing?
No video.
All right, hype. Let's do it. So, how do you guys feel about being the final two?
It's kind of surreal. I'll be honest with y'all. It's like a little, it's a little weird. I never thought I'd make it this far. I thought I was gonna get eliminated earlier. Like it's been crazy. So, we're just been going with the flow, vibing with it.
How about for you, Lucy?
I definitely agree with Georgia. It's surreal. It's definitely something I look forward to every week, getting on Zoom with all of y'all. So it's definitely been a lot of fun to come this far.
What's it been like being two of the most successful contestants this far? Expectations versus reality.
I had no expectations, and this is the reality.
Yeah, expectations were what am I doing with my life that I just signed up for this thing and it's actually happening. I kind of didn't think it was really going to happen. But then I met everybody, like all the girls and stuff, like the first night in our Snapchat group. And I was like, okay, this is about to be really fun. And I hope I can stay part of this for as long as possible. So it's just been truly a great ride. And everyone here is so nice and has a great sense of humor and really makes this a lot of fun.
Same. I agree with everything. Everyone's been so much fun. The Snap group has been amazing. It's been my favorite part about this entire thing.
Absolutely.
Like, just especially like just, it's been amazing. Y'all have all been so great. And
Georgia,
just been wild.
How do you really feel about Chad?
I feel like everything is going great between us. I think that we've been really vibing. I really hope we get to keep vibing. It's just been a wild ride. And so I feel really good about it. I feel really good about him.
Lucy, what about you?
I think it's been a lot of fun. Definitely for me, the key moment was during the hometown date with some of my best friends that I've known for like 5 ever. And seeing his interactions with them, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see Chad hanging out with us on a Friday night. Like this would be a lot of fun. That'd be a hella good time. So I definitely was like, okay, he's cool, he's handsome, he gets along with my friends. Like this works for me. This works. So definitely cool. And then I love everybody here.
All right, good stuff. Moving on, Chatty boy. So talk a little bit about your journey so far.
About my journey. Came into this with not a lot of expectations. I really didn't know what to expect, what was going to go on. Like I said, I really just thought it was a joke. I said yes, and then like literally an hour later, there was a form on the Facebook page. And I kept getting updated with how many people were submitting, and I was like, oh my god. Um, so yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, definitely a surprise journey, but definitely a lot of fun. I just I can't say enough like how great the girls are, like how great all the contestants are. Like everyone's just so cool. Like usually like going like you always like think you're gonna like not like someone or like dislike someone or like be annoyed with someone, but like no, like it just wasn't the case. Like everyone was super cool. Everyone was awesome. The hardest part about this is just letting people go. Like by far, it was just so like difficult. Just like trying to decide like who to give a rose to, who not to give a rose to. And like as I said, every week you think it's gonna be easier. You think it's gonna be like a lot. It's not gonna be as hard as it was, and it's like every time it's just so hard to pick like who to send home and who to keep around, especially since we get so little time.
I want to have you discuss a little bit about some of your girls that you've chosen to eliminate so far. So if you want to start off with the whole Maddie fiasco.
Maddie. So yeah, that was really tough given the fact that I wasn't there. And yeah, I mean, obviously like I went to Maddie's formal and everything. Like, we've been talking and we're really vibing. We have like great conversations. So, it got to the final four and it's just so difficult to like pick and choose like who stays, who goes, everything. Um, that's like I said, it just gets harder every week. So it was definitely one of the hardest decisions I've had to make. It would have been if I had made it, but here we are. I didn't end up making it. So in a way, kind of happy I didn't have to make that decision, but also pretty messed up that I didn't. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough to see her go. I'm glad she's here at the women's tell-all. But yeah.
Matt, do you have anything to say about that? A little clap back.
Yeah. So like, I want to preface this by saying that what I'm about to say, I don't think you're a bad person. I'm just like really upset at the circumstances and like how everything went down, because I know me as a person, and I know this whole episode and journey and everything, I've been kind of quiet because I'm like a pretty introverted person. And so usually I don't get into things, but if I feel like something was unfair, I'm going to say something about it. And I think there's something that I need to say about the fact that you slept through the whole episode and I had to get sent home by Billy, which Billy, like, you're great and all, just didn't want to get sent home by you.
Be like that.
Yeah, it's like not really your decision. It was his decision. So the fact that you sent me home, I kind of played this game of like, well, what if he had been there? Would it have been different? And like, I know that you've said that like you talk about all your one-on-one dates and everything after the show. Well, if you had felt so sure about it, then why did we even have the group date or the cocktail party? Like, why wouldn't you just skip and go straight to the rose ceremony if like you had been so sure? And like, if you weren't so sure, then like what I would have said would have possibly changed your mind. So then I was playing this whole like what if game in my head. And I think that it really sucks that I had to do that. And like I talked to you afterwards and we like talked it out and I'm like fine now. But I also think it's unfair that I had to wait for you for my hometown date because you were sleeping again. You were late to that as well. And so I feel like my hometown date wasn't as like good of quality as it could have been, maybe because you were a little bit tired. And like, I don't think you're a bad person. I think that the way things worked out were just kind of shitty. But I definitely think that it wasn't fair how it worked out. And I think the three of us that did go home that night without getting to talk to you about it, I think we all deserved a lot better than that. And yeah, I want you to recognize that, and I wanted to like say my feelings so that I could stand up for myself a little bit in that regard.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, like you're 100% right on. Like it definitely, no matter what, just wasn't fair, to say the very least. And you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, I wasn't sure going in. You know, I didn't know who I was gonna pick. I had no idea. Well, and I honestly no idea. Like I had some semblance of an idea. Like okay, like this is how I'm feeling right now, and that's why I had the cocktail party. Is like obviously the dates are difficult to like gauge how things are. I mean, it's literally what 20 minutes, not even. So it's like that's little of time, like as much as I can like get some kind of idea of how I feel going into things, like that's definitely helpful. But at the end of the day, you're right. I mean, given if I had been there, who knows how it would have went. And it's not fair, and I'm not gonna pretend that it was fair, and it is 100% my fault. And I am sorry, but going back to the asleep during the episode thing, that was I wasn't asleep before your thing. I was waiting for a link and I was changing, but yeah, I wasn't actually asleep before that. But I was late. More waiting for like the Zoom link and everything. But regardless, yeah, no, I mean at the end of the day, it's not fair. I slept through the whole thing, and you didn't deserve to be sent home by Billy. It should have been me. It should have been me making that decision at the end of the day. And there's really no excuse. I mean, I messed up in a major way. It is 100% my fault. And that's really all I got.
All right, word. Anything you want to say, Maddie?
I mean, like it's what's done is done. Like I don't hold anything against you. I think you're a really cool person, and I really enjoy our conversation. So I hope that even if you pick someone, we can still talk, because I really enjoy sending you TikToks. And yeah, that's it.
All right, word. Next person, I'm gonna have you talk a little bit about is Aaron.
Aaron. So yeah, so that was the not last episode, but the episode before. I ended up not giving a rose to Aaron. I gotta say, like, that was one where it was like I was given like this is how many roses you have to give out, and like it was like good luck, and literally it was like that was probably like to not give a rose to someone, that was the hardest one, because I thought like we had such a good date. I thought we were really vibing and really having a good time, but I don't know, like I felt like just based off of that week, I kind of just had to go with that week. Like I felt like I had a more of a connection with like other people, but even then it was such like a toss up. So yeah, I'd have to say definitely that was one of the harder decisions. Erin's great, she's so cool. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of all I have to say, but that was definitely like one of the really tough ones.
Aaron, you have anything you want to go off with that?
I don't know. That's very sweet. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, I definitely expected to get eliminated that week because, like, the other girls were all like super amazing. And I don't know. I feel like on our one-on-one, we really didn't get like that much of a chance to talk. So, like, we didn't really get a chance to like vibe and feel things out. So, really, I wasn't that surprised. But, like, it's still very sweet that it was hard for you to get rid of me, I guess.
No, I agree, because like I felt like for all the time we did talk and like did like do stuff, like we had a great time, but you're right, like we just really, it just was so hard, like we didn't get a lot of conversation in or anything like that. So it was, yeah, that was a tough one. That was definitely one of the toughest ones.
All right, and last one, Chad, is Anna. You want to talk about the 2-in-1 date you had with her and Lucy?
Oh man, so we were getting kind of so like I said, as I've always said, like the hardest part about the show is not giving out roses and doing that. So I kept seeing a lot of people be like, oh, like Anna's gonna win, like Anna's this great candidate. A lot of people were like on Team Anna, and obviously like Lucy got the first impression rose. A lot of people were really high on her and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let's start making hard decisions now. I just wanted to like get a real like, I wanted to be like mano a mano, two titans battling off against each other. So totally out of the blue. Production had no idea what to do for the 2-on-1s, and I usually I try and pick what we do, and I said, well, let's do Anna and Lucy. Let's do it. Let's just watch the showdown happen. And part of me enjoyed it a little bit. It was kind of fun to watch. It was definitely very tense, very it was something, but yeah, no, I definitely I thought it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a very hard decision. But yeah, I thought it was good content for the fans.
All right, word. That'll really conclude majority of the women's tell-all segment. The next big announcement we have is announcing the Zachelorette for season 1 of that. So they've got the video for it. I'm not going to announce it.
Can we get a drum roll?
Weightlifting. First place. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, TJ. So excited.
So exciting.
I'm so excited for you. That's amazing.
It's gonna be y'all. You're gonna love. Oh my God, yes,
This is
that's
gonna be amazing. Oh my God.
Can't wait to watch.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too, girl. I'm excited too.
I'll be watching every episode.
Yes,
No, maybe
diligently.
something I will be on it. Whatever.
Don't answer my question.
So Tisha, do you have any specific feelings about being the next Zachelorette?
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, like it's interesting because like I've become pretty close with some of these girls, and like it's been something that I look forward to every week. But it'll definitely be interesting being on the other side. You know, Chad talked about like having to be there early and like having to go to every single day, and like that seems like a lot of work. But you know, I'm also just excited to see it from the other side of things.
You're going to be looking for in a partner.
I'm definitely someone that like loves someone that's super funny or like can take a joke or is just like really spontaneous, just like crackhead energy. Like that is like basically what I look for in someone. So like literally anyone that's just like out of the box is basically what I'm looking for.
What do you want to be the same or different about your season compared to this season?
I think in terms of the same, I think keeping sort of the basic Bachelor like foundation. I've never watched The Bachelor, TBH, secret, but yeah, I've never watched The Bachelor, so it was cool like learning about that. But beyond that, I think I would want, you know, people to be a little more comfortable, like being totally real, and like maybe like, you know, just like having people be a little more open. I think like a lot of the times we're kind of just sitting here like a little quiet. So making it more fun for everyone a little bit would be on my end.
And Shad, do you have any advice for her as she takes on the journey of being the star in the show?
Show up. Be there for the episodes would be a good place to start. No, I mean, like, I never watched the show either. I have no plan to ever watch the show. But no, I mean, just have fun with it, you know, like have a good time. It's not super, you know, serious or anything. It's a fun time. You get to meet great people. It's something to do. You know, it is a lot sometimes, like, especially when you have like 6 dates in a week and you have to like do like all of them. No, it's awesome. So definitely enjoy it and have a good time.
Definitely on my radar. Something I'm gonna do.
All right, cool. Unless someone else big up there's got something to say, I think that'll conclude this episode. Anyone kind of want to step in there, take the spotlight?
Oh, I have one question. Billy, are you hosting the next? Are you hosting Tisha's season?
I don't know yet. It's a tough question.
You should. If you need a co-host.
Honestly, like, if I'm not doing it, my vote's going to you guys.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't know.
I'm more than happy to help.
I have to see what's going on. His life's gonna get a little hectic in the next month or two for me. So
Oh, are you starting classes?
No, I'm moving. I'm starting a job.
Oh, where are you working?
Working for a business across the country. You gotta do a big move soon, so it's gonna get a little hectic. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, so
well, you did a good job hosting, so
thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really excited for next week. Finish it off on a high note, and yeah, see what happens for next season.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna miss you, Bill.
You can tell me next week. I don't want to think about this right now. I'm getting the feels.
I'm gonna cry.
Snaps for Ken's.
Turn your camera on, President.
Ken's, get on here.
Yeah,
Ken's, are you gonna show your
That's my
face?
president.
I have my PJs on, and I'm
Turn it on. Turn it on.
Stunning in your picture.
Turn it on.
PJ.
I have
yeah, Ken.
Good job, Ken.
Queen. Yeah. Oh, she's not Fred's.
Get your mom on here.
Here,
We don't know
look at
about
Fred's.
We know
Get your mom.
My mom is not here. My mom does not walk in the room during Zachelor episodes.
She knows it's serious.
Oh, all right. Be like that.
Go off, Ken's. Go off.
Sacred time, baby.
Anything else?
Fun fact, I don't know how many members we have of production, but the 6th, 7th member of production is actually Mrs. Conley. So
Mrs. Conley is my toughest critic and my biggest fan. For sure.
Yeah, none of you are going to pass the test if you don't pass Miss Connolly. And she likes all of you more than she likes Chad, so congratulations.
Not hard.
That's actually an honor.
She loves
I'm
Billy.
never the most liked.
She loves Billy and she loves Riley.
Chad, what did you learn from this experience?
What I learned from this experience? Oh man. That is such a tough question.
I have a question after you answer her question.
Okay.
How
I guess
to speak to the ladies.
I guess I don't know. That's such a hard question. I don't know. I guess that that people are cool and like you can like make friends over Zoom, which is crazy. Like I said, I thought this whole thing was just kind of a joke and just like just a weird situation. But like actually doing it and like going through the motions, it taught me a lot about meeting people and like the fact you can do it digitally. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what I learned.
So cool.
Wait, what did you think? Did you think I actually had a boy with me?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not a dude.
All I'm gonna say is this: I gave you a rose because I wanted the content. I wanted to figure out what was.
Oh my gosh, Chad.
Oh yeah.
You didn't want her for her personality.
No, it wasn't just that, but
You
no.
were going
I had
up
to,
by
I had to
answering
go for
that
it.
question,
No, 'cause
and then by saying
let me
that,
say this. I was like 100% sure it was a dude. So I was like, oh T. And everybody kept saying in the comments that it was a dude. So I was like, and everyone was like, oh my god, like there's a dude and everything. And I didn't see the episode, so I was like, I thought there was a dude, like they saw a dude. So I was like, oh, we gotta know what's going on. And in my gut, I was like, that's kind of strange. That's kind of sus. But I was like, but like content, like we gotta see what happens. So
You literally did it for the clout.
oh,
literally
absolutely.
just did it.
No. I did it for the people. I did it for the audience.
Who's in the next episode?
Which is the
Sure you wanna
cloud. The
continue?
people means the cloud. So he would
Yeah.
Okay, I have another
the
question.
cloud.
Would I have gotten a rose if it wasn't for the clout?
Well, I thought you had a guy.
Watch yourself,
I thought you
Sarah.
had a man's there. I couldn't see, but the audience was saying you
Yes or
literally
no
had a
answer,
man.
Chad.
It's a yes or no.
Probably not. No.
So we will be leaving now. Everyone have a
Let
good
me say
time.
this. Let me say this. It's more of like it definitely helped that I got to give you the chance to defend yourself and like figure out whether there was a man or not. That was more of the point. But yeah, I mean, definitely part of it was like everyone was freaking out and they like wanted to know what was going on. So.
Were you freaking out?
I wouldn't say I was freaking out. I was confused. I was kind of weirded out. But yeah, I thought it was super strange thing to have just like a man in the picture. Like doing the episode. I thought that was kind of weird. But no, I know it wasn't. It didn't have to being a man. So yeah. No, I just thought.
Man. Secrets are
Sarah, did I see a cat at one point? Do you have a cat?
Yeah,
with you?
Sarah's.
Yeah, Sarah,
Do you
where's
want
that
to
cat
see him?
again? I
He's
need to
right
see
here.
it.
I bring my rat out.
Please bring your rat
Oh my
out.
god, wait, who has the rat?
Chad, do
my
your
gosh,
friends
Sarah,
know that you're the
what?
Zachelor now?
Oh my
Are
god,
all
look at that
friends
cat.
aware?
Yeah, they do.
He's so
My
tired,
friends-
he's sleeping.
My friends found
How
out.
did they react? I gotta know.
They're currently blowing up my phone.
I'm so hurt. You're so popular.
God, who gave them the link?
I don't know. I think Nick Roy did or you did.
I'm still hurt.
Billy,
that
was
I
it
was used
you?
for clout.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
It's
definitely didn't get
about you.
texted asking for a link. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh,
Rat.
Aaron.
That's a bad. That's a bad.
Oh my god.
Break my pet.
That's
How
such a
long is
good
it?
looking rat too.
The
long
really,
is
really
it
cute one is
durable?
hiding right now.
Wait, you just let them roam around your room?
No, they have a cage.
Wait, then where is it hiding if it's not in the cage?
In like one of their little hideaways because they have like igloos and hammocks and stuff.
Oh, that's cute. Do you have it? Is there a name for your rat?
This is Iris.
Iris.
I love your rat.
That's Siri backwards.
Whoa, you should just like.
Whoa, I'm such an intellect.
Chad, how do you feel about your friends knowing that you're the Zachelor?
Embarrassed.
You know what? I explained it to them. I mean,
How did you?
I'm getting absolutely roasted right now, and
I love that. That's funny.
Jealousy. They're jealous. They're jealous.
I think it's good for you.
they're not jealous. They just like to poke fun at me.
When's the last time they've talked to this many ladies at once? I mean, come on now.
No, I don't know. They shout out. Let me shout them out because they keep asking to shout them out. Shout out to Jack, Tom, my brother Jordan.
Let's go!
Shout out to Luke Mayonnaise. Shout out to everybody watching. Zach, I don't know if you're watching. Nick, I don't know if you're watching. But yeah, no, they I've like been telling them bits and pieces as time has gone on, and it was my friend's my friend had his grad party today, so I kind of like explained the whole thing to them, and yeah, now they're like invested.
I love that. That's hysterical.
Billy, are you gonna be the next Zachelor?
Dude, I don't know. Like, I didn't even get asked for that yet. I like honestly, I don't know. If the demand is that high, I'd consider it.
Chad.
Well,
I'm hosting.
I think the demand's high.
The demand is very high.
Oh, was it a lot of fun?
Holly will
dude,
take
you have
over. Holly can do it all.
Really, you got the boys lining up. How do you feel?
Literally, the commenters will riot if he's not the next Zachelor.
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
anyone
I
like
want
peeking the
Billy to
comments
be
right
the
now?
next Zachelor.
No, they all want you
Really
to be.
way more than they love me. That's a fact.
They do.
We love you, Chad. Don't worry. Even though you use me for clout, still love you. It's okay.
Love you.
Damn.
Wherever the certified beauties are is where Billy is. Put it that way. At the end of the day.
I've been used before. I'll get over it.
Can't hear you.
Sohela. Pardon?
We can't hear you.
Oh, Chad, you can hear me.
I can hear, yeah.
Barely.
Billy, you're
Kinda
just out
low.
of the
Billy,
loop.
I don't know.
No.
Billy's just hard of hearing. He's an old man.
Yeah, that's it.
It's okay, Billy. I couldn't hear her either, so
All right.
we're both.
I don't feel
deaf.
that bad anymore.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, are we done here? Or are we
Okay, wait. I have a very serious question to ask. Chad, are
Are we
any of your
done
friends
here?
single? Because
Thank you,
we
Yuka.
were wondering.
Thank you.
They are. For them, yes. Most of them are single. Absolutely. My friend Luke is not. My friend Nick is not. But everybody else, I believe, last I checked, is single. I don't know what's happened during the quarantine, but pretty sure, yeah.
Man for
Thank you.
everyone.
Can you list off all of their
Send
heights?
them
and
our
No
way.
stopping, ladies.
Yeah,
Someone
all my
should say
friends,
hi.
comment below. If you're single, comment below. Go for it. Shoot your shot, boys. I believe in you. See, I made the post. Just saying. Oh, shout out to Dave. I forgot to shout out Dave.
Oh, Dave's
Oh
watching?
my
Shout out
god.
to Renee too.
How many people are watching? There's like 20.
All right, cool beans.
Very cool beans.
The
Let's
coolest beans.
let's end this on a high note.
I love you all.
Really?
Aaron, I love your rat.
I love all of you guys.
Iris
it
will
was so
always
fun
be
doing
in my
this.
heart.
Yes, the
Shay,
rat
you're my
queen.
ride or die. I'm
Rat
so excited.
queen.
I love you.
I almost put on her dress, but that would
Yeah.
have taken too long.
Wait, it has a dress?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I
You
need
painted
pictures with the dress.
toenails too.
No, that's too hard.
What about like a
next step.
bow on their ears?
They have hats, but some of them are broken.
Wow. The whole world's out there.
Yeah.
The rat fandom.
Yeah, no, it was one line in my intro, and then that's all I'm known for now.
All right, time to kick everybody out. Finale next weekend. Everyone tune in.
I love you, Billy.
9 p.m. I love you too. Everyone,
all of you guys.